Have you ever stumbled upon another business's social media feed and thought to yourself, how can they create such visually compelling content for their brand? And you instantly say to yourself that they must be using Photoshop or other expensive design tools? Well, the answer is yes and no. They may be using and they may not. Have you ever heard of Canva before? Let me tell you about it. Canva is an Australian graphics design platform that you can use to create social media graphics, presentations, logos, posters, banners, you name it. Any kind of digital visual content, Canva is there for you to create it with it. It is loaded with easy to use features and functionalities to create engaging, aesthetically pleasing, and professionally designed content that can wow your customers. With Canva, you will have access to thousands of freely customizable templates that you can work on according to your brand. You can reuse them or even share them with your colleagues with just a few clicks. So if you are a student or a professional with nearly zero experience in graphics design and you are interested in building your brand or upscaling it to the next level, then I would like to invite you to my A to Z course of Canva graphics design, where I teach from beginner skills to advanced. Hi, I'm Dr. Rashid, a speech and presentation coach. I've used Canva over the last 2 years to design most of my personal and my clients' brand resources. And by the end of this course, you will learn the following skills in Canva: how to register and log into Canva, the general overview of the Canva platform, how to start a design from scratch, how to start a design from template, how to design logos, posters, how to design social media banners, including YouTube thumbnails, Facebook banners, Google Classroom headers, and many more. I've also included how to design resumes, Pinterest pins, how to excellently design your slides and present them in Canva, how to design invoices for your businesses, how to design certificates, how to design virtual background for your Zoom meeting. It doesn't end there. I also shared how to design graphs, how to design business cards, letterheads, calendars in Canva, how to create photo books, create invitation cards, and infographics. I would like to sincerely thank you for stopping by to learn with me, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. All right, so the first thing you need to understand is to open Canva, you have to come to your browser and come to the search bar over here and just type canva.com, and it's going to bring you over here to Canva website. So while you're on Canva website, you can see what will you design. You can search directly, or you can have some templates already made and available for you. You can do things like presentation, you can design social media gadgets, you can design videos, you can do marketing, you can check out Office and many more from here. So down here, you have a bunch of templates designed for you that you can customize and use for your liking. You can play with Canva, you can do videos of different sizes, you can do presentation of different sizes, you can design your presentation over here and present it, you can do Instagram posts, you can design posters, you can design logos, Facebook post, and virtually anything, okay? A4 document, you can do Instagram story, resumes, you can do your stories, you can do infographics and YouTube thumbnails, and many, many more. Okay, so start inspired. So with thousands of professional templates. So what makes Canva actually quite interesting and unique is the templates. You have a number of templates, thousands of templates, professional templates, images, and quality content to choose from. Get a head start on bringing your best ideas and work to life. Whatever is your idea, you can find a template that you can easily customize, collaborate with others, and share your pride with others very easily, and you can use it and present, whether you are presenting or downloading, scheduling, sharing, or printing. Canva is for you. So you have a bunch of templates that you can use to design anything. You can see a range of templates. You can easily browse all templates from here if you want. You can work as a team. Okay, you can work as a team from here, whether you are on your own or part of a small or big local or global team. You can work together. You can edit the same project. You can work simultaneously at the same time. So you can see different version. At this point, you can go for the for the free version until you are much satisfied and comfortable. Then you can try the Canva Pro because there's a lot of features that you benefit from, and it's literally very cheap. I'll put the link in the description, and it's literally very cheap to subscribe, and you can have Canva Enterprise, which is also very nice and fantastic. These are supported companies, okay, loved by these people and many more. So once you're here, the first thing you need to do is you can browse along to see some of the key features at the top, like the home tab, the design tab, what you can design from social media and videos, marketing office. I have already explained this. You can design Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, components and templates. And you can design marketing tools like flyers, logos, posters, and menus. You can do presentation, resumes, graphs, planners, letterheads, and calendar. I will share with you how to do all this in this very long tutorial. You can customize a shirt, and you can do stickers, you can do custom mugs and photo books and labels and many more. You can design invitations, postcards, and greeting cards. I will share with you how to get even external resources and bring into your Canva experience and make it fantastic and interesting. So there are a bunch of templates, features you can check, and you can learn quite a lot of things from courses to tutorials to blogging and all that. Okay, so you have a series of plans you can check out and see what you can do, like I've explained earlier. So to start with, you can come to login if you have an account. If you don't have a Canva account, you can just sign up. Click to sign up, and you have the option to log in or sign up in seconds with your Google account or with your Facebook account by just selecting Google or by just selecting Facebook, or you can continue with email. Okay, so you can put continue if you want to log in or if you want to sign up with your email and password. It's very, very easy. You just click and you sign up with your email and password. So let me log into my own account, and then I will see you on the other side to continue. All right, so I have just logged into my Canva account, and you can see it over here. I've just logged in with my Gmail account. The first thing you need to understand is this is the Canva platform. Like we have explained, you have the search bar. You can search for anything from here. And then down here, you have to the left over here, you have a range of features. Like this is the home tab. And this is my project. In cases when you have your project where you are all your projects are going to be saved, just like a normal folder where you can put in all your projects, and you can check out, you can start certain items, and you can check out folders, you can add folders, you can check purchased items, start items, and uploads. Okay, so over here you can see all the projects that you're working on are going to be under this your project. They are going to be saved here. Everything you work on are going to be saved on your project, except if you specify otherwise. Maybe you don't want it to be saved here, then you can specify a given folder. Then you have templates. There are a bunch of templates that you can check around and you can work with. So Canva is full of different kind of templates. From you can browse by subject, by to classroom decor. You may also want to see different kind of templates inspired by last design, maybe what I've used on my own case. new in Canva. These are things that are very new. Posters, you can check Instagram posts, Facebook posts. These are easy to use templates that you can easily customize to your liking. You can just select any one of them and you can customize, change the photos, change the text, customize the coloration to your liking. So this is the different categories in terms of the templates. So you have templates and you have shared with you. Any item that's shared with you, maybe you are collaborating with others, you will find it over here. Okay, so whatever is shared with you or you want to share with someone, you will find items that are shared with you over here. And you have the trash. This is whatever you have deleted is going to come over here. So if you delete something and you want it back, you will always come to trash and you'll find it, both images and videos. And you can have teams. If you are working in teams, you can be able to collaborate also, and you can see the people as they are working, and you can work simultaneously also on the same document. You can invite members if you want. So this is my team Epic Mentorship, and you can see the members. Okay, this is, you can see folders, you can see templates, you can see apps, people that we are working with. Once you click, you'll be able to have an idea of the people and their email and their even role in the team. You can see it. So these are people I'm working on, invited and stuff like that. And then you can invite any member if you so wish. Okay, so you can discover apps that are currently being used with Canva, and then do whatever you like. So this is the spotlight. This is all what you can do in Canva. This is just like the general overview. Like I've explained earlier in the previous video, you can do presentation, whiteboards, graphs, PDF editor, letterheads, and all this. This is Office Kit. And then you have social media, and then you have videos and photos. You can do photo books, maybe for your child or for any event or for any ceremony. You can do photo editor, you can do video editing also here. You can do different marketing. You have access to different marketing templates. Okay, you can have access to different marketing templates. You can do brochures, business cards, flyers, logos. I will show you how to do most of these in this very tutorial. And then you have custom prints. You can do cards, calendars, limitation certificates, mugs, posters, and postcards, and many, many more. You can design virtually anything with this. And you have businesses. You have power your workflow with teams. You can check out apps and you can connect and work better. You can check out industries that are connected with this very Canva, and you can work with them directly. You have things, templates related to them. You have specialty teams, marketing, internal communications, creative agencies, sales, and many more. You can check out education. You can check out teacher and schools, create and collaborate visually in the classroom, students getting started. You can feel free to check out on any of these platforms, plans and prices. This one we have explained. And then things you can learn, blogging, design school, what's new, you can check events and help center, you can check all this. And then you can check out the account settings over here. And maybe you can start by creating a design from here. But then I need to show you the home tab. At the home tab, you have virtually all the things you need. You can do custom design by just clicking on this to start your design afresh from scratch, or most likely, and the most interesting way to make things easier is to check out the templates. So once you come in here, you can see recent designs. Some of the work I have worked on. You can see most of my designs. This is where I design all my templates. This is where I design all my thumbnails for my YouTube channel, all my posters for the event, all my Toastmasters posters. I designed them, virtually everything I designed from here. And you can do that in minutes, and you can maintain your brand very, very easily. These are works that I've done, and you're free to just feel free to check on any template and you can work on it on your own. So for example, you can start afresh, or you can search for any kind of template from here. So in the next class, I'm going to show you how to search the templates. So this is just an overview of the class. I will show you how to search templates, or how to search a given particular graphic design that you want to work on for your next project. All right, so now that we have logged in and we have seen a general overview of the overall Canva platform, let us try to create a simple design from our own idea. So there are two ways to create a design. Like I said, you can start afresh from scratch, or you can create a design from a template. So you can start creating design just by coming to create a design over here, and you have the option to search what kind of design you want to create, or you can check suggested ones. You want to create a video on this site, 1920 by 1080, which is usually the size for YouTube videos and all that. This is the dimension. Or you want to create a presentation, you want to create a logo, Instagram post, or resume, or invoice of this size, and posters of this size. These are the default sizes. You can just check around to see what do you want to design. Is it a letter, is it a photo collage, is it a LinkedIn post, or a graph? Okay, on YouTube channel, you can check out all this, and it will bring you that particular template. This is the first way to create a design, or you can create custom design. Just go custom design, clicking on it, and you have the option now to define the width and height of that particular design. Maybe you have a specific design and you have a width, you have a height. These are the recent ones that you use. Once you specify the width and height, then you can specify the unit. Are you using pixel or inch or millimeters or centimeters? The most default one is pixels, 1920 by 1080 or 74 by whatever height you are giving. You can just start your design by just specifying the width and height, and just click on create or and just click on enter, and you can start your design from afresh. Another way you can do it is depending on what kind of design you want to design. For example, you want to design a poster, you can just come here, and this time around, be very careful. You are searching on the template and not your project. There are two ways to search. You can search on templates, or you can search on your project. So assuming you are searching on the template, you just come over here and say maybe you want to design a poster, and you hit on enter, and you will bring you different kind of templates on poster design. Okay, so you can see a whole lot of posters down here. But then you have the option also to start from a blank poster. Once you click on this, you can start from blank poster. These are so many posters that you can see and check around, and you can customize each and every one of them depending on your liking. So one thing you should just pay attention to is there are paid posters and there are some that are free. Okay, so the free ones are also fantastic. All you need is just some level of expertise to be able to customize them to be even better than the paid ones. So anyone you see with this crown is pro, anyone with this Naira sign is paid, and anyone without is free. Okay, all these are free, and you can customize and use them accordingly. Another thing I need to show you is you can filter. You can use filters to filter what kind of posters are you creating. Is it modern? Is it minimalist? Is it simple? Is it theme? You can check out the theme, and you can check out the pricing. Do you want to see only free ones or pro ones, or both of them? And you can check based on color. You can specify based on coloration from here. So at any given point, you can start. So assuming you want to start afresh, maybe you want to start from the template. But for now, let's start afresh, and then let me show you the beauty of Canva and what you can do to literally play with it, and maybe some of the key features that you can use while you are starting afresh.
Sabal alin. Pwede diyan. Para maubos. Ang tate? Saan na yung dito? Ano sa? Kuga-open. Kasi di pa naman daw. Hindi naman daw confirm. Lasod na lang daw. Wait na lang daw sa... Hindi confirm. Hindi ba tayo umapatay dapat na on sa signature.
So to start, create a blank page. Just create a blank poster. This brings you to the first project you have. Okay, this is plainly blank. Okay, so you are starting from blank. But before you start, let me take you through some of the key features that you will see once you keep starting a design in Canva. So to the left here, you have templates. This is what you have. You have a bunch of templates. You can easily select on any of them, and you can customize the canvas, and then change it accordingly as you so wish. Or you can search from here. These are recently used templates. You can just easily click, and you can see them. It's already here with us, and you can just easily customize these to your liking. You can just select. You can see as you hover over them, each element is separable and is separate. You can easily remove it. You can change it. You can change coloration. You can change the content. You can change all the text and all that. I will show you how to change everything at a glance. You can select change the coloration. Over here, you can change this color. You can make it white, or you can make it yellow accordingly. I think the yellow kind of looks fantastic, or anything of your choice. Okay? You can change the coloration as you so wish just by clicking on this. And you can change the image also from here by just clicking. Next item is elements. You have a bunch of elements, different kind of elements from recently used. You can see them. You can have lines and shapes. You can have graphics, different types. You can just click on this arrow and you can see multiple of them. And you have stickers that you can put in cases when you want to have a live thing, maybe a simple video that can have illustrations, technically something pointing at something, and you have photos, you have videos, also you have audios. All these are on elements that you can easily drag and drop into your creation or into your design to make it kind of fantastic and look different. Okay, so this is poster. You can drag anything. Photos, you can design, you can drag anything and just paste on your photo, on your design to make it kind of look different. Okay, so you can easily design and drag it to anywhere depending on what kind of message you want to send. So these are elements, and you can search according to your message. Also, you can search based on your message within the elements, and you can see them. For example, I can say clock, and I hit enter, and you can see from the elements, you can see range of clocks that you can easily drag. That can show you time, or they can show you anything of your choice. So you can easily just drag it and drop it in the design, and you can resize it very easily and put whatever details or move it to wherever position you want to move within your design. Okay, so you can search for virtually anything. Okay, you can search for cards or anything that you want. You can, within the templates, you can just search and you can have access to them. You can use very easily drag and drop them within the canvas and start editing. Next is you have uploads. You can upload any content from here, any media, either video or audio or anything. Okay, you can upload directly into Canva by just clicking on upload. You can say upload media from here, and you can see you can just navigate around and upload any image of your choice. For example, I may want to upload this image, or I may want, and let's say I want to upload this image. You can just click on OK, and it's going to upload this image. If these are images, you can check out video also from here. You can check out audios from here that you have uploaded. So all your uploads are arranged under the uploads over here. After this, you can easily drag and drop in the canvas to kind of replace what you have, and then you can continue with your work. You can double click on it to resize it, and you can drag around to replace it, to put it in the best position so that it can fit to what you want to work on very easily and fantastically. At any given point, you can check either the video or you can check audio in cases when you have uploaded. So one thing you should pay attention to Canva, one advantage that is very, very interesting in Canva is that it is integrated with Google Drive, Dropbox, Facebook, and Instagram. All your media that you have uploaded on these, you don't need to upload them again. You can reconnect with them and bring it in on Canva and work on them simultaneously. And then next you have the text. You have different kind of text. You have from headers to recently used. You have different kind of text that you can just easily drag and just drop, and you can customize it to your liking. Just drag and drop and wait for it to boot and showcase it like this. You select it, you have a range of features over here at the top. You can play around with the styling. Okay, there are a bunch of styles that you can check. Styles, you can check. All these with the crown sign are free ones. You can check the free ones also. They are fantastic, they are very free. And you can play around with the sizing. You can increase or decrease, you can change the coloration. You can check the coloration and just change accordingly. You can bold, you can italize, you can change the alignment. Okay, you can align left, right, center, you can put bullets, you can increase or decrease the spacing. Beta spacing, horizontal and vertical, you can see. I can easily increase or decrease it accordingly. You can check out the effects You can put different kind of
Pero
effects,
naka-open
shadow,
dito,
leaf.
wala.
I will show you how to use all these as we progress within the tutorial. And then you have animation. You can bring in different kind of animations in cases when you hover over a given animation. You can see it is showing different kind of animation, and you can easily use it to make simple videos for your content. So as you hover over, you can see the effect directly around. So this is just overview of the text, and you can come to different styles. Okay, there are a bunch of different styles that you can easily use and bring into your Canva design. And you have audio, and you can see different kind of recently used. There are happy ones, there are pop ones, depending, and you can search if you have a particular one that you are targeting. And you can always click to add a new page. You can change the coloration from this color and make it white if you want. And then you can come back, you can check backgrounds. In cases when you are starting afresh, you can easily drag and drop background images. Okay, you can just drag and drop, and you have your background image just like so. Okay, so you can bring in logos of different types. If you have uploaded your logo, you can see it over here, and you have more options over here to check, because Canva is integrated with photos, videos, charts, folders. It's also integrated with different websites like Pixels, Pixabay, Pixton, StepUp, and Teams, and even YouTube. They are all integrated, so you can bring in all these sites into your Canva and you can continue working. So let's start with it. In the next video, we are going to design a very simple poster from scratch using these various features and elements. Another thing I need to show you now is you can crop, you can flip the image horizontal or vertical. You can animate. I've shown that, and then you can check around the copy style. You copy using different features, and you can play with the transparency of this particular thing, or maybe of this particular background. You can see you can increase or decrease the transparency accordingly. And you can lock changes. Anything from this point, you can delete at any given point. So these are just, you can check out insights and you can share when you finish. All this I will show you as we progress accordingly. And then at the top here, you can undo and tap the file options where you can check and enable rulers, guides, and margins, and you can show print bleeds if you so wish. Once you enable rulers and guides, you can see them over here. You can enable rulers.
Inom ka na hindi niya mainom ka gatas, ano inom ka gatas o kaya inang mahalabi ang Christmas lang. Kaya kinanglan mo ba naman ng calcium sa mga buto? Kaya kung hindi ka mag-inom, ano na lang? Amo na yung kinanglan ka ba ang hindi lang bulong gaano sa mga bulong, kinanglan man ba sa mga ginakaon mo, kaon ka sa mga utan. Anong magatas to? O, ano na nga gatas ang ginpainom sa imo ni Laida? Kung hindi Bear Brand kadamo man sang gatas. Hindi sang Bear Brand, hindi lang man Bear Brand ang mayarada. Hindi lang ano ko sa Shopee kung anong gatas ang Oreo kay tata.
Ay!
Hindi pa palitan sa ibang nga gatas sa kinanglan mo nga mag-inom ka ng gatas kay kinanglan gatas kag inang mga prutas, inang base damo to sa umabs, ano lang da mga kapayas, ang may calcium, papaya, bayabas, avocado, mga green gulay na. Mga ulutan no na bala. Pero may kadano kasi gikaon sa mga itlog pagid no. Ang itlog nami man na kay kinanggapaano na sa bones mo para dasig mag-strong ang imong mga bones nga nabali para maundan dayon, mag-strong siya.
Ito, hindi ko alam. Ito.
Hindi lang sa
How many ways?
ha? Amalan ko to si Laida nga baklan kanya kag magluto ka biskan sa isa ka adlaw isa lang ka itlog or duwa ka itlog, duwa nga na boil. Boil lang ang itlog, hindi prito, boil. Boil gani, tanukon di. Ayaw sa boil kay tanok jud. Sama ni, oy. Ayaw niya sa boil kay tinanok ra ko na iya.
Mali. Sabi na eh.
Hingo, Jem, kaon ka sa boiled egg. Ayaw pa ng boiled egg, tinanok ra ko. Ay, nako.
Okay, so welcome back to this tutorial. And in this tutorial, we want to focus on how to design a poster from scratch. So let's say we are on this platform. We want to design a poster, just like from the last class. I have explained to you that in this class, we'll design a poster from scratch. So you may have an idea of how you want your poster to be, what components do you want to put in the poster, and how do you want it to look like. You can easily bring it to life by just coming over here. So let's say you want to design something like this. We want to use our coloration, we want to use our brand color to make it look fantastic. So what you need to do is you can create a new page, and maybe you can disable the lines from this point, the rulers and grid lines at this point, so you have a fresh page. So maybe let's say this is the Canva, or this is the design you are targeting. Remove a fresh page. Maybe let's say you are targeting this design, but then you want to enhance it and make it better using your own brand and other things. So you can go to a fresh page. Maybe you can make this white, plain white, about plain white, and then you want to start. So this is what you want, and you can see from here, from the idea that you have, this is a bigger circle with the elements. Okay, within the elements, this is a bigger circle, and these are small circles, small other things I will show you as we move on. Okay, so this is the text and other small features also. So let's start by putting coloration to our background. If you want to put in a background, you can just come to background over here, and you can check out any background of your choice. For example, you may want to go with something like this. I kind of like this, so you can just drag it and drop, or you can just click it and it's going to come as a background. And now you can bring in circle, something like a circle, a bigger circle, to make this first up in the top. So you can just come back, and you can come to the elements over here, and you can search for circle, or you can just come to all. You can just remove the cards because you started with searching with cards. So you can check out shapes. You can just drag and drop shape and drop the shape, and now you can see it took that same color. You can change the coloration if you so wish to any color of your choice so that it becomes visible. You can just make it bigger if you so wish, and then you can increase the size to something much bigger. So you can see here, you can just be working while still checking on the existing one and see what you need to kind of do to make it look nearly same like this one. You can see the basic difference. So you can make it smaller over here, and you can make this one also smaller, and you can bring this one to the top a little. You can see the overview, and you free to just rearrange it to center it a bit. So the next thing you can bring in is this circle. You can bring a shape first, a circle also. So you can bring in a circle. So let's say we go back and drag and drop a circle, and then we can bring it over here. So this is the circle we are targeting. You can increase the size.
Pakadto na ko naman naladang nabangga.
Okay, depending on your brand, you can increase the size, and then you can bring in another frame. Okay? Usually we have frames. This is a frame that contains the photo inside, so you have to bring in a frame here. So let's bring a circular frame and just drag and drop it, and it becomes okay. And then you can just drag to increase the size to kind of fit the location, to kind of fit perfectly. And now you can see you're free to change the coloration of the bottom one. You can see as you click, you can have the option to click and change the color accordingly. You can put something like yellow if you want to take another brand or brand coloration, or you can click on this to add a given coloration, or if you have the color code, you can easily click here and take the brand also directly. Okay, so now we have our frame. Next is we have a photo that can represent us. So let's check from our uploads. If you have images, okay, that you have uploaded and you feel like you can use any of them, you can easily use. If you don't have, you can easily go to upload and upload a given photo in here and see what you can do. So let's say I'm using this my photo by just dragging and just dropping it. You can see it just fits in just like so. And you're free to double click to have access to the photo, and you can reduce or increase the sizing accordingly. And you can drag and position it so that it can fit the content or fit the location directly. So once you click out, you can see it has now made sense completely. So you can double click to do other things, and once you're done, you can click on done or cancel, and you can see now it has fit to what we want. So this is the first part. The next part is you want to put in some text. You can see now we have the Instagram or maybe YouTube account, I don't know, add something. Maybe you want to put that, and then you can have this simple text. So you can come to text and you can put the speaker details, for example. So this is speaker details. You have some heading. You can navigate around, bring it down, and then you can put speaker name, speaker. So you can put speaker, for example, this is the speaker. You can put the coloration. Usually white is good on this. And you can reduce the sizing to your liking, right? And you can say maybe you want to change the position. You can just bring it to the top a little, and then you can put it, this is the position, this is the speaker. You can put his name. For example, you can click on this, and then you can move it somewhere and put the details, okay? So you can put what he does, for example, presentation coach. So you can just position it accordingly, just like so. And you can play around with the lettering, the spacing of the letters. You can increase or decrease, or you can increase the vertical spacing. You can see you can increase or you can decrease accordingly. So let's decrease it a little bit to make it kind of closer. And then we can reduce the sizing. Right now it's a bit bigger. You can make it a little bit smaller because we have other details also to put. So you can select and you can bold it if you want. You can italize also if you want, and you can just go ahead and put the other details of the event from here. So this is presentation coach, and you can put other details. You can check from here. You can see different kind of details that you can easily bring and customize. Okay, so let's say we are bringing in website and email and website. Once you click on this, it's going to come over here, and you can put it at the bottom here. You can put the details. Maybe you want to, when you want people to contact, you can put email and website. And maybe you can bring in something like a QR code if you want them to scan for something, or you want to put the event details. You can put also. You can check out event details. So you can put a header over here. So let's say we have a header. So you can come to it, come back to text, come down over here. You can drag, and you can put this at the top over here, and you can see Toastmasters meeting, and select it and reduce the sizing, right? So you can position it correctly, and then you can change the coloration to something like this so that it looks perfect. All right, so you can see it's now gradually coming to shape. You may want to put in another element to separate the title. So you can come back to the element and you can just scroll around to see maybe lines and shapes. If you want to see lines and shapes, you can just click to see more lines. You can easily select on any of them and select on any line and bring it up, right? You can just drag and make it. So you can see something like this. And you can check the line width also. You can increase the line weight. Okay, you can increase or decrease accordingly. You can increase it to make it a little bit bigger, and you can make it a broken line if you want, or dashed one. It all depends on you, and you can use this coloration or change it to any color of your choice. Right? Right, so you can just make it. I think I don't like it. It doesn't look professional. And this color is not too visible. Let's try to put something like this. Yeah, something like this will look much better. All right. So let's say we'll put in a logo, maybe a Toastmasters logo. You can come to uploads and you can check out a logo. For example, Toastmasters logo. We can bring in one here. Toastmasters International. You can just reduce the sizing and you can put just the logo at the side here. You are free to use the bottom things over here to zoom out. If you want to see the details of it, you can zoom out and see the details so you can work perfectly. Over here, you can just drag and put the logo over here, or if you like, you can put it at the top. You may decide to put it at the top over here. It all depends on you. And then you can put other details from here, from text. Let's put in other details like date. So we can just reduce the size until we get it to our text, right? So we put dates and
wala pa ko gani nagbayad sa
ano? It's time.
Wala. Jay, ako rin mo
So you can put the details. Maybe for example, this is on 24th March, right? You can just select, make it a bit smaller, and this is 2 p.m. Okay, select and make it smaller. And check the size 48 and make this 48 also. And make this manually 48. So they are the same size. So you can just reposition. You can just reposition them over here. So you can put in registration link. For example, you can come to elements as well, and you can put in registration link, something like register here. So you can check around to bring in anything of your choice. So let's see all this, and we can select anything. Maybe you can select something like this, and you can see it's now coming up. So you can just say register here. Okay, so you can come back to text and put in click, and then just put register here and select it, make it very small, and then you can position it here. So it depends. So these are the event dates, tentative. So you can group any item that you want to group by selecting. Just right click and you can group them and they are now together. Okay, so you can just move them around easily. So you can zoom out so that you can have an idea of what you are just working on. So you can see the poster is coming out nearly finished. You can check and change this coloration also to something like yellow so that the brand is coming out. You can see everything is now. You can change this color of this also to something like this so that you can fit the coloration. I think this color is supposed to be okay. So you can see now the details are coming up. And once you are done, you're satisfied, you can keep enhancing the coloration and the details. Once you are done, you're satisfied with everything that you have over here, you can easily output it by just coming to share over here, and you have the option to download or share on social media. You can share on all these platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all that. And you can come back and you can download directly from using PNG, PDF, JPEG, and all that. PDF, MP4, if it is a video, and G file. Depending on what kind of format you are doing, but they suggested PNG for you. And you can check the selected pages. Right now it's set well. You can just select, and you can select this particular one that you're focusing, which is page 4, and just say okay, and you can just download very easily. So this is virtually how you download your content. As soon as you finish, you can download very easily, and you can see it just downloaded over here. This is what you have designed for this tutorial. So that's it, designing a simple poster from scratch using Canva. To start from a template, you can just think about anything, maybe business, maybe anything, any shop, any product that you want to design a poster for. For example, let's say we want to target burger, so you can just type in burger. For example, you just search burger, and we can see a lot of templates that have to do with burger, different types. So you can just check around, and I think this kind of looks fantastic. You can just check the ones that are not paid, and you can just see what you can do to customize to your liking. So you can see different kind of burgers, but some are pro versions, okay? Some are pro, they are paid versions, but you can see ones that are not pro, like this one. Okay, so let's say we take on this, and let's see what we can do with it. We can redesign it, we can edit the content and make it your own. So this is the burger. Okay, so if you hover over it, you can see the different templates. You can see the different elements that are visible there. You can see them. You can see this is a single element. You can see this is another single element. This is a text. You can move it around if you want. And you can select this and change the book. You can select it and change the font style. You just come to font style, and you can just change it to something a bit reasonable, maybe something readable. And you can increase or decrease the size accordingly. So you can increase, okay, so you can see this visibly, special burger, and click out to see. Maybe you can zoom out so that you can see it clearly. All right, you can see special burger. If you want to change the coloration of this, you can also, or you can just come over and put down your details over here. So you can come to text, and then you can check everything. Maybe you can bring in this, and you can bring it down, kind of reduce the size, and see what you can do. So maybe you can put in a call to action, plus your order. Now, so you can just select it and reduce the sizing, okay, and you can bring it down, and you can change the coloration if you want, or if you want also you can put in a background just like this by just coming to elements again, and then maybe you can choose something like another shape. Maybe you can choose this shape. You can just click on this shape, and you can see it over here. You can bring it down. You can put it behind the. You can put it behind the text. You see, it is now complete. You can play around with the transparency of that particular shape that you put. You can increase or decrease the transparency accordingly. You will be able to see it very clearly when you change the coloration to something else. Maybe let's say to black. Yeah, now it's kind of clearly visible. Or you can change it to something like blue. Yeah.
Mga hotdog, mga
something like yellow. Then you have to change this coloration of the text as well, from this color to maybe something like blue. Yeah, I think it's not so visible. Okay, so you can change it to something like, all right, maybe this is the edges, black. I think this kind of looks fantastic and cool. Place your order now, and then we can put in something. If you like, you can group this. You can select them if you want the two texts. I don't like this. I think better we put something else. And then we change the color of the elements. So leave it something like black. And then this one can come to the top. Something like this. And I think this kind of looks cool. Yeah. You can play around with the transparency of this if you want. You can increase or decrease the transparency accordingly of the element. You can increase or decrease the transparency as you wish. So this is place your order now, and then you can bring in anything. Maybe you want to add something. something like another element. Maybe you're not so satisfied with this.
Tabat.
Maybe you want to bring in something, maybe, or you can put a bird. Yeah, something like this. And then you want to take something like this in. Right? You can reduce the sizing and you can bring it somewhere here. If you like, you can duplicate it and bring it somewhere here as well. Yeah, so you can flip it to kind of look the same way. Yeah, so now you can see you can make them equal distance. You can see now your poster is nearly done. You can add any text if you want. You can add any sign, anything if you want. You can check the styles and you can play around with even the background. You can play around with this, or you can check and bring in any other elements that you feel like can be relevant. Okay, you can close this, arrows, circles, hearts, flowers. Then check out flowers maybe and just take anything that you think can beautify the work for you. You can check something like this. All right, and make it smaller, and make it quite small and put it here. And you can duplicate that also, copy and paste, and you can bring it here also, and you can flip it horizontal. Yeah, so you can see it has nearly made it equal, symmetrical. And you can put the same also somewhere. You can put something somewhere if you like. So depending on your design, depending on what kind of message you really want to send, you can easily beautify it accordingly. All right, so once you're satisfied with it, you're satisfied with the coloration as well, you can play around with the coloration of this. You can edit the image, you can crop the image if you so wish. You can do whatever you want. You can just a little bit zoom out so that you can see it clearly. Now, this is your flyer. And once you're done editing everything, you can just come over to share, and you can share on Facebook group, or view only link. Okay, you can just select the link and share with other people, or you can come to download. Like I said before, you can just select the format, PNG. For example, you are going with PNG and you are just downloading this same one. Just click to download. So right now, because we use a pro feature inside, that's why we cannot download. This flower is a pro feature. That's why we cannot download. If you use anything pro, you cannot be able to download. So let's try to remove it, and then we can download. So you remove this and remove this, and maybe put something that is free, like this one is free. So you can just drag and drop, and then you can resize it, and put it somewhere here. Okay. You can copy and paste and put similar thing from here as well. Okay, so once you are done, you're satisfied, and now there is nothing pro here, you can just come to download. You can come to download from here, and you can see now everything changed, and you can download the PNG file very easily. Once you click, you can see it is downloaded. Right? You can see it over here, downloaded. So once it has finished, you can click, and you can see your burger. Special burger. This is the sample, and place your order now. So basically, this is how to design your template or your poster in the form of a template, using a template, an existing template within Canva, and output it just like so. Alright, so in this tutorial, I want to share with you how to design the LinkedIn banner you see over here, the sizing and everything. You can get it customized on Canva as a template. So we design something like this, and then we are going to design the banner of my YouTube channel over here. You can see the banner over here containing these things. You can easily bring them in and design it according to your liking. So this same size and everything you can design from Canva, and you can check out the Facebook banner also. You can design it from Canva using the same size and upload directly. And then you can check out my thumbnails, YouTube thumbnails.